whatever. First of all, thanks to each and everyone who have subscribed to our channel and who haven't yet. If you really like the content, please visit our channel and subscribe it and press the bell icon for more content.
So thought of letting you know who we are. It's not introduction, so we are just IT professionals.
Yeah, and we actually started our thorough traveling from 2017 together, and never actually capture our beautiful moments in a video. So one fine day we thought, like, why not we should capture our beautiful moment together and make a story of our own. So that's how we started our channel, Globetrotter PR. Latest update was traveling through a RV. So regarding the RV life and 1 to 2 days how we explore in an RV. So most of my friends across the world, start to query me like, what was your experience and how did you book your RV, and all these important things that should be kept in mind while booking or renting an RV. So that's what we actually are here for, giving an answer to all the queries what you have, and that is the video is all about. Let's jump into the queries that all of my friends have. So the first query they have asked is, so I have jotted down here. So yeah, so they ask is like, from where we book our RV and what was our experience.
We book it from rvshare.com. So there are other several sites from where you can rent the RV. So we book it specially from rvshare.com. How it works is similar to Airbnb, from where you can rent a RV from different owners. It's almost like Airbnb, where you can they provide the instruction, right, where you can check in, where you can check out, and there are options. Sometimes owners drive to your door, or you can pick it up. So different type of options are available.
And owners are very helpful actually. They make you understand like what are the things available over the RV and how does it work actually. So so rvshare.com is one of the site that you directly book an RV from the owner. So that's the thing. And how does it work, like do we have to pay early in advance, or we can pay it later?
So there are several options. There are options like RVshare. What they provide is they will deduct 50% amount first when you book that, and after, when your days is nearby for your travel date, they will take another 50%. They'll make sure that 100% you are paying in advance before your travel. When we are talking about cost, it's not only renting cost. There are many other things. It's again similar to Airbnb.
Cleaning fee,
right?
And they have security deposit as well.
Yeah.
Okay. That you will get like after returning from your travel, that you will get. And there are many breakdowns.
Insurance cost. There are service fees, taxes. It must be there because you are renting through a company, right?
Yeah. So their next question is whether we can drive an RV with our regular driving license in US.
Yeah, definitely we can, because we drove, right? We don't have any special license. First inform that what kind of different RVs are there, right? So there are mainly 3 type of RVs: Class A, Class B, Class C, and there are another category which is
trailer.
Class A, Class B, and Class C, it's basically based on the size and how many persons it can accommodate. So Class A is the biggest one, from kind of 25 to 45 feet. So it can accommodate 10 people. So, and Class B is for very small one, right? It can accommodate till 4 persons, something like that. And Class C is which we drove, which we rented, and it can accommodate up to 7 people, sometimes still 8, based on how it organized inside RV. So,
and how does it weigh, like Class A, Class C, Class B? There should be a different weight, right? Because
based on the size, Class B is the smaller one. I don't exactly remember, but Class C is the medium one. But the DMV rules are, you can drove any motorhomes unless its limit is 26,000 pound, 26k pound.
It's
so if it's under that, definitely you can drove and mostly the Class C's are till 13k, 14k.
Even Class
pound
A,
range.
Class B,
Yeah.
Class C, most of the RVs are under 26,000 pound, and above that,
Yeah, sometimes Class A are
a little
higher
bigger
than that.
and have many.
Really
Yeah.
the bigger one, right? Which
Yeah.
can accommodate 10 people, 12 people.
Yeah.
So that's really big one.
Mhm.
And definitely I would not recommend anyone to drive that first time. Right? It's really big one, like
Start
like a
with-
Volvo bus. Yeah.
Yeah. Start with a smaller one and then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, how much does our RV cost? Like, I mean, we drove it for, we took rent for 6 days, right?
Yeah, we took rent for 6 days,
And-
and I think it cost around $1,500.
$1,500
Yeah, $1,500.
altogether,
Yeah.
like for 6 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
So-
6 days altogether, it took $1,500. They have a query regarding what are the other sites from where we can book our RV apart from rvshare.com, and what are the things, I mean tips to remember, what are the things that should be kept in mind while renting an RV.
Yeah, so the first question, apart from RV Share, different other sites where you can rent RV. So just to name, there is one called Cruise America,
Cruise America.
which are very good, and across in US and Canada. There is something RV and Co, right?
Okay.
And
Outside SY, what? Yeah.
Outdoor Sea, there is another one,
Outdoorsea, correct,
outdoorsea.com. So these
Yeah.
are the different sites. Definitely, I think we can put in the comment section of the video so that you will get it handy.
Yeah. Okay, and
Things to remember, right?
Things to remember.
So yeah, so the checklist, right?
I am
So
forgetting.
I have kept some of the list, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, really this is important, right? So while you are renting RV, so first thing that, as I said, same like Airbnb, right? The way you are taking while the owner handing over to you, you have to return the same way, right? So be careful about that. Check what are the things are present in the RV, what's the condition of the RV. That's really important because we paid $50 extra because
And it-
while we drove back,
Yeah.
that front wheel cover was missing,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So we had to pay $50 extra, right? So that's why it's really important, right? So check the
And
conditions prior you.
it will be
rent.
deducted from the security deposit.
Yeah, it will,
Yeah.
it will be from your security deposit, or you can pay separately as well.
Yeah.
I think that's really important, and that's why we paid additional. The second one is, if you're a first time driver like we were, definitely I would suggest to do a test drive, right? Because you have to make sure that you are comfortable. What we did, we tried in parks, or you can try it in free parking lots, take a 5 minutes drive of the RV, go
Just
left,
get
go
bit
right.
more
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah,
Because
just
you are
try to
driving,
be
if you are
comfortable,
driving a big vehicle like this,
yeah.
get more comfortable. Yeah.
So next thing is, there are many things in the RV, right? So it's like a home. So it has electricity, it has
Generators,
it has
gas,
different type
kitchen
of
gas
gas,
or propane, yeah.
propane, and it obviously it runs by fuel, right? So make sure all of them, what's the condition of all of them, right? If they are full or not, ensure that from the owner, right? And there are different type of options where you can check what's the condition, is it full or not, right? So that's also one of the important tips I would give. Next one is really the sewage one, right? So how you can dump the waste from the RV, because you are
it's a hectic thing.
it's not that hectic.
But
it's like
yes,
you need to
but
know the process, but
Yeah.
Definitely it's
But
whatever.
you have to drive your RV to the dumping station, and
Yeah,
then you have
yes.
to dump it, and make sure you get to know all the details where that knob is there and everything from the owner. Okay.
Right, you have to
Yeah.
hook it up and put that pipe back.
There
to
are
the
separate
dump
tanks
stations,
for
right?
water. There is a separate tank in RV for sewage. There is a separate tank, and every tank has an indicator, digital indicator, where you can see whether it is full or empty or half filled, whatever, and you will get to know when you have to dump your sewage and waste and everything. Yeah.
And
Any
I
more
think
thing you want to share?
yeah. So there are a few things like where to dump, right? So that's one of the biggest question came into our mind, but not to worry. there are different sites you will get it along the. It supports the GMap locations. It will give you the locations as well. So rbdumps.com. It's one of them. One of them is Sandy Dumps.
rvdump.com.
Yeah. So
I will share the link.
Yep. So that's going to tell you that how much it's going to cost, right? Till what time to what time they are open. So there are different state park who is basically giving you option to come there and use their dump station. Definitely you have to pay, and there are few which is free also,
Yeah.
right? So you remember we got one free while you were coming back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
beside that truck rest area, I think, right?
Yes. Yes. So
Yeah, in US, everything is very flexible and very organized. So you will get to know every details like where to dump in the websites, many websites, and Google as well if you Google it. And suppose you need to dump the sewage or waste in midnight or in the after the dusk when the state parks are closed, so where there is a designated dumping area, so no need to worry about that, because you will get to know what are the other available options apart from the state parks and the designated dumping area. Apart from that, you will get to know there are many dumping stations where you can dump. So yeah.
there is another point I think I must talk about. What's the map we should follow, right? Don't follow Google Map, right? You can take it as a reference, but don't blindly follow that, because there are different
But in
restrictions.
Google Map there is a truck option, right?
Oh,
So
really? I was not aware. So we
Maybe.
follow the track map. So there is a map called there's a app called Track Map. So you can install it. It's all about truck, right? It will show you where you can rest while you are driving a truck, and all those options are there.
Yeah. We
it's-
follow
it's-
that.
Yeah, we follow that. Why we are saying that not to follow Google Map? Because the size is really huge, right? And the height is huge, length is huge. So definitely
There are
there are
many
different
bridges.
overbridges,
Yeah,
in the road, and which you may stuck with, right? You cannot drive that. So track map avoids all that. It's definitely made for the truck, and also while you are driving a truck, taking reverse is really one of the toughest job, I will say, because we face that. Without support, definitely you cannot do that, and that's why track map always try to avoid that. So definitely follow the track map. It will give you a lot of better understanding of the road, right? How to drive, and it's really helpful. So I think these are the different checklists we should follow, right? When we take a rent of RV.
So these are the questions that we got from most of my friends and from the comment. So I think we have mostly answered all the questions, right? So yeah, so if you have further more queries regarding driving an RV or renting an RV, feel free to comment below. We are always there to help and answer. Yeah.
And I must say, if you get the right opportunity, right, do it. It's a lifetime experience,
Yeah.
right? Renting an RV, driving an RV.
Driving an RV is a
Don't
lifetime
worry about.
experience.
I mean, it's a big one. Don't think about those things, because we also did that. We know that we thought of renting RV a lot of
Times.
but we
Yeah.
never did that, because
Even
we
we are
thought,
thinking of renting an RV from 1.5 years, and finally we did it.
don't worry about driving it. It's really easy. Just follow the traffic rules. It's like driving a car, I'll
Yeah.
say. Yeah, just keep things in mind. You are. Don't worry about driving RVs. It's really easy.
Yeah. Okay, so bye bye.
Bye.